Welcome to my first time traveling to Japan, which is a trip I went on in April. With just a glimpse of my trip in this video, I hope you enjoy and experience the same amount of awe and excitement that I did. Day 1. We headed to the airport, boarded the plane, and buckled ourselves up for a long flight. I destroyed Esther in chess, but she served it back to me in trivia. We also had a few rounds of airplane food, which tasted a lot better than it looked. After a short 14 hours, we arrived in Japan. We quickly boarded the train and made our way to Shinjuku, which is where our Airbnb was. Other than traveling most of the day, we also caught our own fish for dinner.
It's like in Pokemon when you get the little exclamation mark. Oh!
Day 2. After getting some much needed rest, we hopped on a train headed for Asakusa. We walked around, stopped by a cafe, and rented kimonos, which I was really surprised they had my size for. We walked over in our kimonos to a Japanese pancake place for brunch, which had the jiggliest, fluffiest pancakes I've ever had in my life. I also grinded up my own matcha, which was pretty cool. Just look at that. And that. Also feast your eyes on this beauty. After our kimonos started to feel tighter around our stomachs, we decided to walk it off and check out Sensoji Temple, where we rolled fortunes. Esther and I got good ones, while Carlin and Carmen weren't as lucky. The bad luck made us want dessert, so we went here to get matcha ice cream, which had 7 different levels of matcha flavor intensity. I got a level 3, but Carmen and Carlin got level 7.
It's a level 7.
Pretty good.
Is it bitter?
Yeah. But in a good way.
After feeling the kimonos loosen up around our waists, we decided to eat again, so we went to a small noodle shop for some soba, which was like 600 to 700 yen, which is around $4 to $5 US. We all love a good deal. Really close by, there was a cafe that made latte art, so Esther got one of Otis, while Carmen got one of her childhood crush.
Sasuke-kun.
We ended our day with a 20-course omakase meal, which was in fact another good deal and had us bursting at the seams.
Are you gonna do this all night?
There's still worlds left to conquer, Carmen.
Day 3. Esther and I stopped by a convenience store for breakfast and enjoyed this beautiful view before channeling our inner tourists and heading over to Team Lab's planets. It was actually pretty cool, a lot of captivating light exhibitions as well as a lot of flowers. We headed for Roppongi Hills, ate this premium meat katsu, appreciated art, and then weaved out. Esther and I also went to Shibuya, crossed through a sea of people.
Are you ready? This is crazy.
Which the video totally does not do it justice by how many people were there, and we went to an udon shop for dinner where I had this really delicious bukkake. We made our way to Harajuku where we took photos from a photo booth that made us look like aliens.
Oh my god.
Who is this man?
We ended that day by discovering a One Piece themed bar in Golden Gai, which is back near our Airbnb in Shinjuku. Day 4. Today is Ryokan Day, where we leave Tokyo and head to Atami. So before we headed out, we weaved out again at the Your Name stairs, which happened to be 10 minutes from our Airbnb. We bought some breakfast, and then we dropped off our luggage at Yamato Transport. Carmen also dropped off her luggage at Carlin Transport.
How do you feel?
Not good. It's been 5 minutes.
We picked up some baked goodies, headed to Tokyo Station, ate fish roe for lunch, and nearly missed the train with some text miscommunication. But we ended up making it just in time on the Shinkansen bullet train, and we were off to Atami. Looking back, what stood out for us was the insane amount of service that was provided to us at the ryokan. Both the elaborate multi-course meals and the beds were set up, as well as taken down right in front of us by our personal hosts. At this point, we were all pretty tired from a productive few days in Tokyo, so Atami was a great change of pace where we could relax, hit at the beach, eat more, and of course, enjoy the ryokan, which also had an onsen or hot spring bath.
The presentation.
Egg custard.
Custard.
Day 5. We boarded the Shinkansen again and headed for Kyoto. About 30 to 45 minutes into the ride, we got an incredible view of Mount Fuji on the right side. After checking into our Airbnb, we checked out a shrine which had a takoyaki stand, and then we just caught golden hour with this amazing view from this shrine in Gion. Afterwards, we explored some of the Kyoto streets and came across some sort of pet shop or fish shop in an alley. Day 6. We hopped on the bus again to head to the Arashiyama bamboo forest. We also checked out the Arashiyama monkey park where this poor monkey got his nuts stolen by his friend. Of course, throughout the day we also tried out all different kinds of food like dango, gyudon, and we also went to this tofu place with this immaculate sesame tofu. We walked around to some more shrines, and then ended the day with some yakisoba, okonomiyaki, and tofu steak at a local Kyoto restaurant. Day 7. We ventured out to Nara, where we checked out the Nara deer, saw more shrines, and then watched these guys beat the crap out of some mochi. Honestly, the mochi was so good, and I can still taste the warm gooiness in my mouth. We decided to do a spontaneous stop in Osaka, where we got Cremia Hokkaido milk ice cream, ate at a sushi conveyor belt place, and then also took pictures with Liko Man.
Do your Naruto run. Do your Naruto run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also had to stop by Momotaro for some fresh Japanese denim.
By blue cheese.
And finally, day 8, our last day. We grabbed some curry from the train station and then made our way to Inori Shrine, which was super duper packed. After being all sweaty from the hike, we stopped for some beef sushi and quail egg octopus heads at a nearby market, and then checked out some streetwear at Capital. Before long, we made our way back to the airport for our final meal, which was a bunch of convenience store sandwiches, before buying some souvenirs and then flying out. Overall, I had such an amazing experience in Japan, between all the delicious food, to the beautiful scenery, to even walking like 20,000 steps each day. It'll always be something that I'll keep reminiscing about until I visit again.
Go, Carmen, go.
Go, go, go! Ooh, look at that determination.
Oh, it looks promising.
Oh, it got the foot.
Oh!
Oh!
No way.
No way! Oh, it's so close!
Wait, it's stuck on the thing. Wait, that's crazy. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, especially with one of these big ones. It's really hard.
Towards you.
I'm worried about the legs. That's a problem.
No.
I mean, you could. I think you need to move them right a little. Yep.
Oh. I think you got it. Yes! Come on, come on!